Hi guys. Today we are going to use Pyspark for reading Oracle tables. Here I have an Oracle table called customer which has two records. It has name column, birth date column, ID and last updated column. So birth date is a date field and last updated is a timestamp field. ID is an integer, name is string column. Now we will be using Jupyter Notebook for this demo. Let's create a Spark session. Now that Spark session is running, we can go ahead and read the Oracle table. So to read Oracle table, we must use JDBC format and few options for it. So the first option would be the driver where we have to specify the Oracle driver for it. And the next option will be URL. In URL, we should specify the connection string of our Oracle instance. The third option is query where we can provide our SQL queries. Here I have mentioned select star from customer because we are going to read the customer table. Now, next parameters will be user and password for the Oracle instance. After executing these two cells, we got the output as a data frame. So now this data frame has the Oracle table data. As we can see all the four columns present here, name, birth date, ID and last updated. And we have the schema as well. Now, as you can see, there is a minor difference between the Oracle table and the data frame with respect to this birth date and ID column. So, birth date in Oracle table was a date field and ID column was an integer field. But PySpark shows it as timestamp and decimal. So, how to fix it? One option would be to go for the casting. After reading from this Oracle table, we can we can use a cast function on the specific columns and cast the birth date as date and ID as integer. But there is another easy option called custom schema, which will do that in runtime. Let's see that. Schema is another option which can be added to the Spark read statement to get the columns in desired data type. Here for this customer table, we are going to use this custom schema option for two columns, namely birth date and ID column. So birth date will be a date type and ID will be integer. Notice we have specified only two columns, but the table has four columns. But still, it will bring all the other columns as well, which are not mentioned in this custom schema. So let me execute this. Now, we can see that it brings all the four columns along with birth rate and ID in our desired format, where birth rate is a date and ID is integer. In the print schema as well, we are seeing that birth rate is coming as date data type and ID as integer. So this is one easy way for casting the columns to desired format. Now let's move on to the fetch size option. This is more of a performance oriented one. I'm going to use work sample table for this demo. The work sample table has 1 lakh records. Now, as you can see, I have mentioned select star from work sample. Let's execute this. I'm going to use the count function to get the count of the table. So we are getting 1 lakh. Let me show you the Spark UI. So the count function has taken 1 second for retrieving the data from the table and processing the count of it. Now I'm going to use the fetch size option and providing 1 lakh as the value. By default, this value is 10. Let's execute this. And the count function. Let's go back to the Spark UI, refresh it. As you can see, the new count function has used only 0.2 seconds. And there is a considerable difference when it comes to 1 lakh records. So when we talk about millions and millions of records, this will have a huge performance benefits. So today we have seen how to read Oracle tables using PySpark and how to play with the schema using custom schema and how to get performance benefits using the fetch size option. Thank you.